What a difference a year makes. Last January, I doubt that any of us had any idea about the trials and tribulations that lay directly ahead. I doubt that any of us imagined that we were about to embark upon, for many of us, the most difficult year of our lives. A year that would bring a seemingly unending string of economic losses that for many were impossible to comprehend. Almost overnight, we experienced a complete reversal in our economic circumstances. Overnight, we went from feeling confident and secure in our futures to experiencing the kind of uncertainty and fears for our future well-being that few of us had ever known. So in the face of the challenge of our lifetimes, and in the face of being totally unorganized, a miracle happened. We began to self-organize. We began to create order out of chaos. Like Phoenix rising from the ashes, we began to come together and we began to fight back against the injustices that were thrust upon us. One step at a time, we collectively figured out how to combat a huge array of forces that were aligned against us. Forces that included Delphi, the bankruptcy court, General Motors, the White House, the U.S. Treasury, the Automotive Task Force, the PBGC, and more.
The Retirees Committee had their first meeting on February the 26th. At the end of that meeting, we had established our council, a document collection process for the vesting, alternative health care and HCTC committee. PR and communication initiatives were assigned. The financial tracking and analysis was assigned. Appeals and motion tasks were also assigned to various members of that retirees committee. Make no mistake, we could not have accomplished any of this without you and your family's support and your donations.
Well, it's been quite a year. Almost exactly 1 year ago today, I opened a FedEx envelope that would change the rest of my life and many of your lives as well. It was during those first few days that many of us questioned our careers and the way we spent the past 30 or 40 years of our lives. Then we asked the question, how can we fix this mess? Despite the odds against us, our legal team succeeded in securing an 1114 committee and ultimately an HCTC qualified VIBA to provide retirees with quality and affordable health insurance options. We had successfully cleared the first of many hurdles we would face. In late spring, it became apparent that our insurance coverage was not the only thing in jeopardy. GM, the federal government, and the DIP lenders all wanted to get Delphi's pension plans off the balance sheet. This was critical to completing the GM bailout. In response to this new threat, the DSRA turned to the highly respected law firm of Miller & Chevalier to challenge the federal government's effort to dump our pensions to save GM. The legal battle has been a long and costly one, but we're now beginning to see things turn around as Federal Judge Arthur Tarnow has said enough to the federal government's attempts to stall for time. The PBGC and U.S. Treasury are now considering on how to deal with the very real possibility that they're at serious risk of losing this case, along with the dangerous precedents and public embarrassment that accompany it. We're encouraged that Judge Tarnow has chosen to look at the facts and hold the federal government accountable for its actions. Now, more than ever, we're optimistic that we will prevail.
Hi folks, I'm Bruce Gump with the Warren Legislative Group. Back in February, when these bad things started happening to us, we started to make contact with the local office of our Congressman, Tim Ryan. I worked with our Senator, Sherrod Brown. The end result was that numerous other congressmen and senators came on board. We had hearings in the Senate and in the House, and now in the halls of Washington. When Delphi is mentioned, the thing that everybody thinks about is the Delphi retiree issue.
GM, the federal government, and the DIP lenders all wanted to get Delphi's pension plans off the balance sheet. This was critical to completing the GM bailout. In response to this new threat, the DSRA turned to the highly respected law firm of Miller & Chevalier to challenge the federal government's effort to dump our pensions to save GM.
We thank you and your families for the time, your patience, your ideas, and your donations. And as long as this Retirees Committee is active, we will give it everything that we've got.
We have never been closer to prevailing than we are right now. Starting today, we all need to redouble our efforts to achieve our goal of preserving the pensions. Please Make a special effort to contact actively employed, pension-eligible Delphi people who are also at risk. They need to be aware that we are also fighting for them. We need each of you to hang in there, no matter how long it may take, until we win. We must win. We deserve to win. The law is on our side. Persistence is omnipotent. Never, 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 never give up. So in closing, you may be aware that this coming Thursday, February 18th, represents another significant day in our quest for pension justice. Judge Tarnow has ordered all parties in our suit to appear for a status and settlement conference in Detroit. No matter the outcome of this one meeting, it represents a very significant event in our march towards our ultimate victory. As always, we will do our best to keep you apprised of any and all developments as quickly as possible. Please do remember to continue sending your monthly investments to your future benefits to DSRA, Post Office Box 64, Carmel, Indiana 46082 0064. Thank you very much.